do some work on our back and end up with some more breath work. So just find a comfortable pose, your comfortable pose, seated on a chair, on a couple of blocks, cross-legged, however works for you. The important thing is to be able to find yourself in a solid position where you can feel grounded. And we'll just take a couple of moments and we'll find our grounding. So however you are, just feel the connection of your body to the floor, the blocks, the chair, however you're connected to the earth. And just really feel that connection. Feel that physical connection and let that bring you present into the moment, into the practice. Feel that connection. And then just start to lengthen your spine up. Find as much length in your spine as you can. Maybe a soft tuck of the chin. Relax the eyes. And just take a couple of breaths in here. Nothing fancy, just your natural breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Again, just bring your awareness to the present moment. Maybe feel your balance right side, left side. If your feet are on the ground, do you have a little bit more weight on one side than the other? Just notice. As you're seated, do you have more weight on one hip than the other? Again, just bring your awareness to that. And then find that length again in your spine, soft tuck of the chin, and we'll bring our awareness back to our breath. Notice the pace of your breath, the depth of your breath. And as we go through our practice, we're going to work towards balancing our inhales with our exhales, nice and smooth breath. And we'll be working through breathing in through our nose and exhaling through your nose. If at any time that's a problem, feel free to use your mouth, but we'd like to work towards that efficient nasal breath. So just a couple of rounds in here, just breathing in and exhaling through your nose. And as you do that, start to bring awareness to the length of your inhale and the length of your exhale. And try and find smooth inhales, you lengthen up, and a nice even exhale. As we inhale, we're opening up our upper chest, maybe opening up across the collarbone and breathing right up into the upper lungs. And as we exhale, we can feel our navel pull towards our spine and feel our lower abs engage as they press up in it. Couple more times like that. Breathe right up into the collarbone, opening up the chest. And as we exhale, feel that strength as the navel goes to the spine and the lower abs come up. Couple more just like that. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, navel to spine, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the next inhale, the right arm comes up into a cactus position and we look over to the left side. And exhale, hand comes down, we look forward. We're going to do that same thing 2 more times. Inhaling, open up, cactus the arm, and gaze over to the left. Exhale pulls us back down. One more time with our breath. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the other side now. Inhaling, left arm comes up, we gaze over to the right. And exhale takes us back. 2 more times, just like that. Nice and smooth. Feeling the breath, starting to link body movement and breath. Exhale, come down. One more. Inhaling, opening up. Maybe a little bit more, getting that arm back this time. And exhale, hands can come down. Just take a breath in here as you breathe in and breathe out. This time our arms are going to come up all the way to the ceiling on the inhale. reaching as far up as you can, find as much length, and then exhale, arms can come down. This time we're going to leave our arms up, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, and find a clasp of the hands, push the palms to the ceiling, take an inhale here, and as we exhale, get a nice lateral stretch over to the right. Inhale takes us back into center, find the length, and exhale over to the right, and we'll stay for a breath. Breathing in and exhale. One more. Feel the breath into the left side of the lungs, breathing in and exhale. Inhale takes us to center, find that stretch, arms reach up, and exhale, hands can come to the lap. Take a breath, lengthen the spine, and exhale here. Next inhale, arms reach up again. Maybe find that clasp, reach the palms up to the ceiling. Take an inhale here and exhale over to the other side. Inhale takes us back into center with length and exhale over to the left, and we'll stay for a breath. Breathing into the right side of the body and exhaling. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, we come back into center, find the reach, and exhale, hands can come to the lap. Just take a moment and find your breath, breathing in, breathing. Next inhale, left hand can come to the right knee, right hand can come behind the left hip, and inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist around any amount to look over that right shoulder. Inhale, see if you can find a little bit more length in the spine. And exhale, deepen the twist. One more, just like that. Inhale and exhale. Inhale takes us back into center, arms reach up, lengthen the spine, and exhale, hands can come to the left. Take a breath here, breathing in, breathing out. Right hand can come to left knee, left hand way behind that right hip. Inhale, we find some length, and exhale, twist over to the left and maybe look over that left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen the spine a little bit more, and exhale, deepen the twist. Stay here for one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale takes us back into center, arms reach up to the ceiling, and exhale, hands can come to the lap. Just take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. We'll move into some cat cows. If you're in a seated position, you might want to come onto all fours, so you can try it in a seated position. On the inhale, we're going to bend our elbows, let the crown of our head come up, let our chest lead forward. And then exhale, we're pushing away and arching our back, straightening our arms, and letting our head come down. Nice and slow. Inhale into our cow, opening up the chest. Feel that little bit of arch in the spine. And exhale, push around and feel that opening up of the spine as we come in. Two more times, nice and smooth. Feel the movement of the spine. And exhale, push back into your cat. Next inhale, we come back up into a nice seated pose, nice length, and exhale here. Let's get a little bit of work into our shoulders, so relax the arms. And then the next inhale, shoulder heads can come up to the ears. And as we exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades as tight as we can behind and let the shoulders drop down. Again, just like that. Inhale, shoulder heads up to the ears. And then exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together as they come back and down. One more time. Inhaling, coming up. And exhale, squeeze and back down. Nice. One time, just to release that. So inhale, bring your shoulders right up into your ears. And this time, as we exhale, let everything out and exhale through your mouth. Nice. Hands can come back onto the lap. Take a breath. Breathing in, breathing. Next inhale, arms come back into cactus, open up the chest, take an inhale here, and exhale, bring your hands together, and maybe it's your side of your palms touch. Inhale, opening up. Feel that stretch across the upper chest. And exhale, feel your back expand as you come through this way. One more time. Inhaling, opening up. Open up the front chest. And exhale, open up the back chest as the arms come together. Next inhale, arms reach nice and long. Find that length. And exhale, hands can come back to our lap. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. Let's bring our hands together, interlace our fingers, and just start to get a little bit of work into our wrists. Maybe you look at your wrist, find some articulation here, go in one direction, and then start to get a little bit larger in that. Maybe get your shoulders involved in it, opening up, a little movement for the shoulders, loosening up that shoulder joint, finding some mobility. And then get back into a smaller range, smaller and smaller. And then reverse your direction. Start small, then get a little bit bigger, a little bit more shoulders in. Try and keep the core stable, movement from the upper arms. Nice work. And then get a little tighter, get tighter again, smaller circles, wrist circles. Really look at your wrists, nice, and then just shake them up. Really give your hands a really good shake. Really shake, 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 shake. Then take your left hand under your right hand, and we're just going to get a little bit of massage into our palms. So just start by getting a little bit of work into the center of your palm with your thumb, kneading it in here, and then maybe start to get a little bit of massage into your fingers. Get some energy, some movement, some blood flowing in there. And then start to take your hand up your wrist, up your forearm, maybe your fingers massaging in. Just a nice gentle massage on the inside of your forearm, then turn it over the back of your forearm, getting in between those two bones there, then back into your top of your palm, and then shake your hand out one more time. Nice. We'll go over to the other side. So right hand can support left hand. We'll start with a nice massage into our palm, really feeling that loosening up, maybe around the base of the fingers, a little bit lengthening the fingers right up into the fingertips. Find some blood flow and energy right up into the fingertips. And then start to get a little bit of massage into the back. Sorry, we started with with the bottom forearm, but and a little massage in here over. Oh, maybe find a couple tender spots in there. Nice. Back into the palm, and just shake that hand out. Find the energy right into our hands. Nice. And then our hands can come back into our lap. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. We're going to go and do some hip work now. So if you feel more comfortable on hands and knees or downward dog, now is a good time to find yourself going into all fours. And we'll walk through some of those postures, or else feel free to stay on the chair and we can work through the chair. Your choice. I'm going to cue from the chair, but occasionally I'll try and get down to the ground. So if you are in the chair or seated on the ground, we're going to start with some hip circles with our right leg. So wherever you are, just let that right leg come up, and big rotation of your hip, right leg in big hip circles in one direction, and then reverse it and go in the opposite direction. So if you're seated, just try and find as much mobility without moving your core. And if you're in all fours, same thing, or downward dog. One more hip circle this way. Then that right foot can come down. Just take a breath between sides. Feel the breath in and out. Left side, left knee can come up. Big hip circles in one direction. Find as much range. The hand can stay on the knee if that helps, or you can just let the hand go and let the find more range in your knee, whatever's working for you this morning. Really trying to get range in all direction in our hips. And then we go in the opposite direction. Maybe each circle gets a little bit bigger. One more this way. And then the left foot can come down. If you're in all fours, just find a neutral spine. If you're on your chair, lengthen your spine. Take a breath in here, breathing in, and breathing out. If you're in your chair, just bring your knee up and maybe you can cross your right foot over your left knee. If you're in downward dog, you can bring your right leg up and flex your knee so that your heel's towards your buttocks. So we're starting to get a stretch into our hamstring. Inhale here, and then exhale, fold forward. If you're in downward dog, just hold that strengthening of the hamstring for 2 breaths. 1, 2. Inhale if you're in your chair to lengthen up, downward dog, lengthen your leg, and we'll get some foot circles in one direction and foot circles in the opposite direction. Again, mobility is so important for us. Really try and increase the range each time, then point and flex your foot. And notice as you're pointing and flexing your foot, it's not just your foot, you can feel it all along your whole back line of your leg. One more, and then release that leg. And right leg can come down. If you're in downward dog, bring your right leg down to the ground and push back into child's pose. If you're in the chair, just lengthen the spine. Take a breath in here. Breathing in, breathing out. So again, you don't have to do the same each side. If you were in downward dog, want to try the chair, feel free. If you're in the chair, want to try downward dog, that's fine. But the next inhale, we bring our left knee up, cross our leg. If you're in downward dog, you bring that left leg back, flex your foot, and bring your heel to your buttocks. And you stay there and you really feel that strengthening squeeze. Inhale. If we are in chair, we lean forward and we get that forward fold and feel the stretch in our outer right hip here. 2 breaths wherever you are. 1, 2. If you're in downward dog, straighten your leg. If you're in chair, come up to long spine and we'll do some foot circles in one direction. And find the movement in the opposite direction. Really feel these articulated, mindful movements and then point and flex. If you're seated, you can look at your foot. If it's behind you, it's a little bit more difficult, but just really try and keep it mindful. One more in each direction. Then however you are, if you're in chair, let that left foot come down, downward dog, both feet can come down and push back into child's pose. Inhale, lengthen up if you're seated, and exhale. If you're in child's pose, take a breath into your back of your body. And if you're seated, just take one more breath, breathing in and breathing out. We'll start to move all of us all the way into it, into some standing postures. So if you are in a seated posture, we're going to get up and we're going to do it one step at a time. So we're going to come forward. We bring our hands into heart center. We lift our bottom up off the chair and we come into a chair pose. And we stay here for 2 breaths, feeling the strength of our legs. 1, 2, and now everybody make their way up into your standing position. Arms can come up overhead. Really find a stretch. Maybe the hips come forward and exhale. Arms can come down to the side. Nice. Just take a moment and we'll establish our standing work. I'm going to demonstrate with a chair. So with the chair, what this allows is when we're doing forward folds, I don't have to bring my head all the way down with the chair. If this works for you, please feel free. Or you can work with the chair and do a forward fold and come to here. If you get any dizziness, any vertigo, please, please, please avoid getting your head too low. So your option, and we'll work through a couple of different flows and different setups through here. So we'll start off and let's start off. If you're using the chair, maybe you want to have the back of the chair towards you to start off. And we'll find a mountain pose. Mountain pose, we're finding our feet equal, weight right side, left side, like we were doing when we were seated. Maybe rock side to side a little bit, front and back, and just really feel the grounding of our feet now. And from there, engage the legs, start to feel the thighs lift up, start to bring the ribs up out of the waist. Let's do a shoulder roll here. Shoulder heads can come up, back and down. Then crown of the head can come up. Get a nice big stretch here and exhale. Next inhale, arms reach up to the ceiling, lengthen as much as you can. And then exhale, arms just come down to the side. Nice. We're going to do a little bit of balance work. So a hand can be on the chair if you want. So on the next inhale, we're going to come up onto our tippy toes. And exhale, we'll come down onto our heels. 3 more times, just like that. Maybe the arms go up as we come up onto our tippy toes. And then exhale, heels come down. 1 more, just like that. Inhaling, reaching, find that stretch for our calves. And then exhale, and feet can down and arms can come to the side. Just take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. We can turn and face our chair, and you can still have the back to the chair, or you can have the seat to the chair, your choice, wherever you feel comfortable in your forward fold, or you can have a couple of blocks ready. We'll find our mountain position, and we'll start off with a standing salute. So we find that hip distance apart with our feet, really feel the foundation of our feet into the mat, then lengthen up our spine, engage our body, and inhale, arms reaching up, really find the lift. And then exhale, hands can come down to your forward fold. So maybe they just come to the chair, or maybe your hands come to the ground. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen the spine, bring the crown of the head to the wall in front of you and tailbone to the wall behind you. Then exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, rise all the way up into standing. Arms can reach up to the ceiling. And exhale, hands can come to heart center. We'll do that a couple of more times. Really keep the breath and the movements together. So inhale here, hands in heart center, and exhale, arms to the side. Inhale, reaching up, keep the feet nice and firm on the ground, lengthen all the way up. And then exhale, forward fold. Your hands can come to the chair, the floor, wherever it's comfortable for you, and find your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine now, come halfway up. Crown of the head points to the wall, tailbone points back. Exhale, forward fold again. Inhale, rise all the way up into standing, reaching, find the length. And exhale, hands can come to heart center. 1 more time. Inhale here, and exhale, arms to the side. Next, inhale, reaching up to the ceiling, and exhale, your forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine as much as you can, and exhale, fold in again. Inhale takes us up into standing, lengthen, reach. And exhale, hands can come to heart center. Just take a breath in here and observe, breathing in, breathing out. We'll put a little bit more movement into that. We'll work into a warrior 1 as we're going through. So same starting position, hands can be in heart center. Inhale here, and exhale, arms to the side. Inhale, arms reach up to the ceiling, really find that stretch. And exhale, forward fold, find where your hands and your head are going. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, this time the left foot steps back, right foot comes forward, left foot's at a 45 degrees, right foot maybe on the side of the chair. And then inhale, come up into your warrior 1. You can keep one hand on your thigh if you want, or you can reach both arms up. Try and find as much opening of the chest as you can here. Breathing in, breathing out. Stay for 1 more inhale, And then exhale, hands can come to the chair or the ground. Step back, find that halfway pose, lengthen the spine, and exhale here. Next inhale, left foot comes forward, right foot's at 45 degrees, and inhale, come up into your warrior one. Again, left hand can be on the left thigh if that helps, or both arms can reaching up. Try and find as much length in the arms as you can. See if you can find the weight in the back leg. One more breath here, breathing in, breathing out. Stay for the inhale, and exhale. Hands can come to the chair. Front foot steps back to the back of the mat. Find that length of the spine. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. Look to the front of the mat. Inhale here, and exhale. Take a couple of steps. Come to the front and forward fold. And inhale, rising all the way up into standing, reaching, reaching, reaching. And hands can come to hearts. One more time, just like that. Inhale here. And exhale, arms to the side. Inhale, reaching up, find the length. And exhale, your forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Step that right foot forward, left foot back. Then exhale here. Then inhale takes us up into our warrior one. Stay for a breath, breathing in, breathing out. Stay for one more breath, opening up the chest. And then exhale, hands can come to the front. Front foot steps back, lengthen the spine. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. Left foot can come forward, right foot pivots. Inhale up into your warrior one. Stay for 2 breaths. 1, 2. Stay on the inhale. Exhale, hands come down. Step back into your halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale here. Stay for one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale here. Look to the front of the mat and step all the way to the front, halfway up. Exhale, your forward fold. And inhale, rise all the way up into standing. Get a really big stretch. And exhale, hands can come to heart center. Just take a breath in here and observe. Notice how your body's feeling, maybe a little bit more blood flow going through. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Release that pose and we'll move into a balanced pose. We'll use tree pose again. The chair can be handy for you. I'm going to demonstrate with the chair. It's not necessary, but it can be very helpful. So we're going to do tree pose. In our balance work, the most important things are to really find the strength of our standing leg and to maintain our breath. Make sure our breath, no holding the breath during balance poses. So we're moving into a tree pose. The chair can be on either side. Really find the foundation of that left leg, press into that left foot, and then that right leg can come up, knee can come forward, and open the leg to the open side. Then find a place for your foot to land. It can be on the calf, maybe your toes on the ground, one in between the toe on the ground and the calf, not the foot on the knee. And then maybe play with a little bit of balance work, letting that right hand release the chair. You can bring your hands to heart center, one hand for balance, maybe you try two, but stay with the breath. And we'll find 3 breaths, really that connection with our lungs into our hands. 3 breaths here, really feel the sternum and the lungs. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more, just like that. Inhale, exhale. Strong left leg, crown the head up. Inhale and exhale. Stay on the inhale. And then right leg comes forward on the exhale. Straighten the leg. Hand can be used for balance. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Stay on the inhale and exhale. Right foot can come down. And just shake that out. Just give that a little bit of release before we move to the other side. And once you're ready, find your foundation, find what you want. You can also use a wall if you don't have a chair handy. We're going to find our strength in our right leg this time. So really feel that right foot planted nice and firm on the ground. That hand can find a chair for support, or you can bring your hands into heart center. Then actually, we'll go a little bit different this time. We're going to pivot our left foot so our heel is on our ankle, and then slide our heel up our foot, up our leg, any amount. It can stay on the calf, it can stay on the ankle. Use the chair for balance. 3 breaths. Really feel the connection of the breath here and the strength of that right leg. Breathing in, breathing out. 2 more breaths from here. 1, 2. Stay on the inhale. And then left foot comes forward, straighten the leg. 3 breaths here. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, lift the leg, and exhale, let that left foot come down and just shake that out. Nice work. We'll move into a warrior 3 sequence. So the chair might be handy, might not be as much in the sequence. We'll see how we do. So let's just start off facing the chair. And then we can open up that left foot, open long edge of the back of the mat, right foot still facing the chair. So now I have my right foot facing that wall. My left foot is parallel to the back of the mat. And my heel is intersecting with my heel. I'm going to put my hands on my hips. You can use the chair for as much balance you need to. Bend into that front knee. Try and keep that knee opening up to the pinky side. You really feel the foundation of that left foot. And then hands can come onto the hips, lengthen the spine, and then rotate as much as you can the upper torso to the long edge of the mat. Just stay here for a breath. Exhale here. Then inhale, open up the arms. Maybe one hand is on the chair, maybe both arms extended long. Start to look over that right hand and then bring your shoulders back over your pelvis. We'll stay here for 2 breaths. 1, breathing in, breathing out. One more, just like that. Inhale and exhale. We'll find some dynamic movement in here. So that right hand can come up, and then inhale, right arm sweeps up to the ceiling, left hand comes down. They inhale here and exhale, side angle. That left arm reaches over, stretching from the left foot to the left fingers. Inhale, find your side arm, your reverse warrior, opening up that right side. And exhale, back into side angle with as much length as you can. One more time, find that reverse warrior, opening up the right ribs. And exhale, this time we'll come back into warrior 2. Stay here for a breath. 1, 2. Stay on the inhale. And exhale, hands can come to the mat, to the hips. Parallel your feet. Inhale, open up your arms, open up your pelvis. And exhale, hands can come back into the waist. Just take a breath in here. Before we move to the other side. If you want to reposition yourself to use the chair, find that moment now. That left foot now is pointing forward. The right foot is parallel to the back of the mat. I bend into that left knee, open up the left knee to the pinky side, really strengthen that back leg, soles planted firm on the ground. And then I start to lift my ribs up out of my hips, open my upper torso to the long edge of the mat, arms extend long, and I gaze over that middle left finger. Bring my shoulders back over my pelvis, and we're staying for 2 breaths. 1, 2. Staying for one more breath, breathing in, breathing out. Next inhale, right arm comes down, left arm reaches up into reverse warrior. Exhale, find that side angle. Lengthen the body as much as you can. Really find that stretch. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, find your side angle. One more, just like that. Inhale, reverse the warrior. And exhale, side angle. Next inhale, we come back into warrior two. Stay for 2 breaths. 1, 2. Hands can come to the hips, parallel the feet. Inhale, open up the arms, open up the hips, and exhale, hands can come back to the hips. Just take a breath in here, breathing in and breathing out. This next part, we're going to do some hip work, so you can stay in a seated position or you can come back into the chair. If you're in seated position, we're just going to bring our hands onto our hips and just start by sliding back and forth. If we come back into the chair, we're going to open up our legs, point our toes out, and bring our hands inside the heels, and again, get a nice big stretch here. And then we can start, all of us, wherever we're at, whether we're standing, we're in the chair, inhale here, and on the next exhale, bend that right elbow and the left shoulder can go over to the right side. Inhale takes us back into center, and exhale over to the left. Inhale into center and exhale to the right. Back into center, over to the left. One more time each side. Inhale into center and exhale to the right. Inhale takes us back into center, and exhale. If you're on a chair, let yourself come back down on the chair. If you're in standing, stay in goddess pose, 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. If you're in goddess pose, standing, come all the way standing. If you're in seated, just stay seated. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. One more breath, inhale, and exhale. We're going to move to the ground. I would like, if people are using the chair, let's go back to the chair. If you're not using the chair, just make your way on to the ground. Maybe use a flow or however you want to. I just want to work with people getting off the chair onto the ground. So again, inhale, hands come into heart center. Take an inhale here. Exhale here. Next inhale, we start to come up. Find our hips off the chair. Take an inhale and exhale. Sit back down. One more time. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, sitting back down. Nice little squat flow. Inhale, coming up, and exhale, sit back down. Hands can come to the side of onto our knees. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing. One more time. This time, knees are facing forward. Hands in heart center. Take an inhale here. Exhale. Next inhale, coming up into seated, into chair pose. One breath, breathing in, breathing out. Next inhale, coming all the way up into stand. Really find that stretch. And exhale, arms can come to the side. Let's all make our way down to the ground now. So we'll move the chair out of the way. And if you need to, you can place your hands down on the ground, one knee at a time, one knee at a time. Then come onto your hip and swing your legs forward. So we're coming onto the ground with our feet facing forward, legs extended long in what we call Dandasana, a reference pose. So our legs are long, our hands are on the side of our hips, and we're pressing into the earth, lengthening our spine, bringing the crown of the head up again, finding as much length here as we can. And stay here for 2 breaths. This is actually a strengthening pose. You should feel like you're working in here. Find the breath, inhale and exhale. One more, just like that. Inhale and exhale. Next inhale, arms reach up, find the length. And then exhale, forward fold. Keep the back straight as much as you can. Inhale, reach up one more time, straight back. And this time, let your back curve find a place for your hands to relax, to land. Let your head relax. And 2 breaths into the back of your lungs. 1, 2. Inhale here. Exhale here. Next inhale, we come back into seated. And let's open up our legs as wide as we can. Lengthen the spine up. And this time, right hand can slide down and left arm can reach over, and we'll get a lateral stretch here. Inhale takes us back into center. Left hand slides down left leg. Right arm reaches up over. Inhale back into center and left one more time to the right. Inhale back into center and exhale over to the left. Inhale comes back into center. Bring the hands together, clasp the hands, and just churn around on the top of your pelvis, getting as much rotation here as you can find in one direction. And then reverse the direction, opposite way. Nice. Come back into center, lengthen the spine, and exhale here. We'll move into a little strengthening posture. So we're going to come into boat pose, Navasana, and there are a couple different ways you can do this. We'll start with our hands under our thighs, our feet on the ground, and take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. And then on the next inhale, right leg can come up, and just keep a hold of the right leg as you take an inhale. And then exhale, right foot can come down. Inhale, left leg can come up. Keep hold of it. One round of breath. Breathing in, breathing out. Stay for the inhale. And exhale, left foot can come. Let's try both legs. Inhale, both legs come up. Exhale here. Stay for a round of breath. Inhale and exhale. Stay for the inhale and exhale. Feet can come down. One more time. Inhale here. Exhale here. Next inhale, both feet can come up or one foot at a time, whatever. And maybe this time you let your arms extend long. 3 breaths. 1, Navasana, boat pose. 2, 3, stay on the inhale and exhale. Feet can come down, hands behind the thighs. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, let yourself come all the way down onto your back. When you're on your back, let your feet go mat distance apart and just windshield wiper your knees one side to the other, really gently opening up those hips a little bit after some of that work. One more each way, to the right and to the left. Then bring the pads of your feet together, Supta Baddha Konasana, and let your knees open, and we'll stay here for 3 breaths. Just letting the gravity help, opening up the knees, opening up the inner thighs, soles of the feet together on our backs. 2 more breaths. 1, 2, stay for the inhale and exhale. Let both legs go long. Inhale, arms can come up overhead. Find a nice big stretch. And then exhale, right knee can come into the chest. Hands can grab that knee and really give it a nice squeeze in as much as you can. Inhale, let that knee relax and open up. Exhale, squeeze in. And this time, as we open up, the right hand can come on the inside of the right knee. So we open up the right knee to the right side and we gaze over to the left. Okay, for the inhale here. And then exhale, that right knee crosses the body. Left hand gets the knee. Right arm extends long and we gaze to the right side. We'll stay dynamic a couple times. So the inhale takes us open, right hand opens up that right knee, and we gaze to the left. Get a beautiful inside inner thigh stretch. And exhale, we cross over. Left hand can help, and we get a nice outer hip stretch. One more time dynamically as we inhale, opening up, gazing to the left, crossing over. And this time we'll land for a couple of breaths. If your right shoulder goes off the ground, that's not a problem, but maybe you work towards getting it closer to the ground. 3 more breaths. Nice smooth breaths in this twist, this supine twist. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale here and exhale. Next inhale takes us onto our back. Right leg can go up to the ceiling. Maybe you hold behind the thigh, get a nice big stretch. And one more time, ankle circles in one direction. Go in the opposite direction. Point and flex the foot. You can really feel it along the whole back line of your right leg as you point and flex. Then stay for the inhale and exhale. Right leg can come down and match the left leg. Just take a breath in here and observe. Maybe it feels different, right leg and left leg. One more round of breath. Inhale and exhale. Stay for the inhale and exhale. Left knee comes to the chest and really give it a nice tight squeezing. Inhale, open it up, let it relax. And exhale, squeezing. This time, as we open it up, we're going to open it up to the left and we gaze over to the right, opening up the inner thigh. Stay for the inhale. And then exhale, we find that twist as the right hand gets the right knee, left knee as it crosses the body, and we gaze to the left. Inhale takes us back on our back, opening up that left thigh. And exhale, we cross over. One more time dynamically. Inhaling. And this time we'll land on the exhale. Maybe work towards that, getting that left knee up a little bit higher. Keep that stretch in the upper back. That left arm can again stretch out. Maybe that left shoulder can work towards getting to the ground if it's not. 2 breaths from here. 1, 2. Stay on the inhale. Exhale takes us onto our back. Right leg goes up. Really find the length of that leg. Really find the stretch there. And then ankle circles in one direction. Ankle circles in the opposite direction. Point and flex the foot. Really mindful here. Then lengthen that heel right up to the ceiling. And very slowly with control, let that left foot come down. Just take 2 breaths in here, breathing in, breathing out. One more, just like that. Inhale and exhale. Bring your soles of your feet onto the mat, hips with mat distance apart, and let your knees come together. Take a breath in here, breathing in, breathing in. Now we'll windshield wiper our knees, our legs in this configuration. So inhale, we open both knees over to the right side, and exhale back into the inhale, both legs over to the left. All right, exhale, inhale back into the center. One more time each way. Over to the right. Inhale back into center. And exhale over to the left. And inhale back into center. Move your feet closer to hip distance apart. If you have a block, we're going to move into some bridge work. So there are a couple of options here. Um, feel free to find a supported bridge And I'll just talk through a supported bridge first, and then I'll get the chance to do some dynamic bridge. So have your feet flat on the ground, and then find your block, maybe on the low height or the medium height, and then inhale, lift your hips up and slide the block underneath, and then let your pelvis land. The block should be under your sacrum, and stay in this configuration as a supported bridge for 5 breaths, or join me in a dynamic bridge. We'll start with same position, feet flat on the ground, but now our hands are reaching towards our heels. Take an inhale here, and then exhale, feel your lower back pressing into the ground, and inhale, start to lift your hips up and your lower ribs any amount. Keep going higher, 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 higher. Then stay for the inhale. Exhale here. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. Really lift the hips up a little bit more if you can. And then exhale, arms and hips land at the same time. Take a breath in here. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale here. Exhale, hips into the mat, lower back into the mat. Then inhale, start to bring those hips up. Feel the lower ribs coming off the mat as well. Then find a place to exhale. Inhale, arms can reach up overhead, maybe find a little bit more lift. And then exhale, everything comes down at the same time. One more time with the pads of our feet come together, open up our knees, Supta Baddha Konasana, maybe our hands, palms face up to the ceiling. 3 breaths here. Just let that bridge land. If you're in a supported bridge, you can lift up, move that block away, and join us in Supta Baddha Konasana. 2 more breaths. 1, 2. Stay on the inhale. Exhale. Let both legs go long. One more nice big stretch. Arms reach up overhead. Lengthen the legs. Find a nice big stretch. And then inhale here and exhale. Knees can come to the chest. Squeeze the knees in. Inhale, push the knees away. And exhale, squeeze in. Up and up. One more just like that. Inhale, push the knees away. And exhale, squeeze it. Inhale, push the knees away. Feet can come onto the ground. Take a breath in here. Exhale here. Let the legs go long. Arms can come up overhead. And now we're going to move our feet to the right side, lower right side of our mat, and our shoulders and our head to the upper right side of the mat. So we're in a shape of a banana. Left foot can come over the right foot if you can. Right hand can grab that left wrist. And we'll just take 3 breaths in this banana asana. Really feel the stretch into the left side of the body. 2 more breaths. 1, 2. Stay on the inhale. And exhale takes us back into Sept. Find a breath in here, breathing in, breathing out. Let's go over to the other side. Legs go to the left corner of the mat. Shoulders and head go to the upper left corner. Left hand can grab the right wrist. Right leg can cross the left. Deepening the twist. You don't have to go there if you feel deep enough already. And 3 breaths into the right line. 1, 2, 3. Stay on the inhale. And exhale takes us back into Sept. Inhale, lengthen, really find that reach. And exhale, knees can come to the chest. One more round of Apanasana. Inhale, push the knees away. And exhale, pull the knees towards you, and maybe a little bit of roll off the lower back. Inhale, knees away. And exhale, squeeze in, and maybe a little bit roll on the back. This time our legs will land. Take a breath in here. And then let the legs go long. Take a couple of breaths, breathing in, breathing out. Moving into an inversion, and there are a couple of possibilities here. One is if you're on your back and you feel comfortable and you just want to bring your knees to your hands and just stay in sort of an upside down happy baby, that or upside down. Well, you can grab your feet, come into happy baby, or you can come into upside down tabletop. Or maybe you want to join me if you've been working with a chair. One inversion I really like is just to bring my legs up the chair, let my legs relax on the chair. My feet are above my heart. I'm in an inversion. I let my legs go long and I staying here for whatever inversion you're in. Let's just stay here for 6 or 7 breaths. Maybe you do your legs up the wall if you have space in your apartment or your house. Happy baby. Just stay here and just feel that difference when your legs are elevated. Stay for 5 more breaths. One, start to feel your body relax. Two, three, four, five. Nice. However you are, whatever inversion you're in, make your way very gently and slowly onto your back. Let your legs go long, moving into final rest. Arms can be on the side, palms can face up, toes can point out. And we'll do a little bit of breath work as we move into our final rest. So take a moment here and exhale all your air out. We'll breathe in together, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that inhale. 1, 2, and a smooth, slow exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that energy and exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A few more just like that. Your own counts, just that nice longer exhale and that awareness of the hold after the inhale. We'll stay here for 7 or 8 more breaths. After a couple of rounds of breath control, let your breath find its natural rhythm again. Really feel your connection onto the mat. Notice your breath. Feel your body. And I'll let you enjoy a little bit of silence. Whenever you're ready, maybe find a movement into your fingers, your toes. Let your head go side to side. Arms can come up overhead. Get a nice big stretch. Inhale here. And then exhale. Knees can come to the chest. Inhale here. And exhale. Roll over to one side. Take a moment here on one side. And then put your free hand down and just slowly push your way into all fours. So you're on all fours here. And then you can start to do the best you can to make your way up. Maybe you use the chair to come back into a standing position. We'll find our way back onto the chair or a seated position. Bring our hands into heart center. Take a breath in here. Exhale. Let's start to rub our hands together, find some energy. Maybe remove our glasses. Take the energy in our hands, that heat, place them on our eyes. Inhale here. And then as we exhale, hands can come to the side of our head, along our shoulders, along our thighs, then back into heart center. Inhale here. And exhale, bow down to your practice, our community. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for practicing together on this beautiful September morning.